Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this special board meeting this evening. I'd like to call this meeting to order. And the first item on our agenda is an executive session under Wyoming Statute 16-4-405, little I, to discuss administrator evaluation contracts and initial and continuing contracts, teachers and non-tenured certified staff. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to enter into executive session. Is there any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carried. We are going to start with new business administrators contracts, and we'll do those individually.
Madam Chair, I would recommend Brandy Holmes for an additional year to her contract.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the administrator's contract for Brandy Holmes. Is there any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carried.
Madam Chair, I would recommend to the board Bryce Hoffman for an additional year on his contract.
Move to approve.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the administrator contract for Bryce Hoffman. Is there any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carried.
Madam Chair, I would recommend to the board Tyler Bartlett for an extension of 1 year on his contract.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the administrator's contract for Tyler Bartlett. Is there any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. Motion is carried.
Madam Chair, I would recommend to the board Sonia Tisdale for an additional year on her contract.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the administrator's contract for Sonia Tisdale. Is there any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carried.
Madam Chair, I would recommend Taryn Olson as an additional year on her contract.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the administrator's contract for Taryn Olson. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Oh. I'm sorry, I should have asked for discussion. Sean,
Excusing myself from this vote.
thank you. I apologize for missing that. Okay, back to any further discussion. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Nay. Motion carried.
Madam Chair, I would recommend to the board Angie Holliday for an additional year on her contract.
Move to approve.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the administrator contract for Angie Holliday. Is there any discussion? Jason said he wanted to do that one for 10 years, but we're going to ignore that. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carried.
Madam Chair, I would recommend to the board Taylor Borgelli for an additional year on her contract.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the administrator contract for Taylor Borgelli. Is there any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carried. Thank you all very much.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. For all
We're
you
glad
do.
to have you.
I'm
All
even
right.
thankful to have you when you bash me. Well, thank you.
Oh, yeah, you'll have to. Oh,
Everybody does.
yeah, so we'll have to,
Go back.
we'll do all but,
Time to keep composure. Jeez.
okay, so we're we're on initial contract. And we are going to do the entire list minus Mrs. Davidson because Tyler will not be voting on that one. Sean, Tyler, I don't know. Yes, I'm Tyler, I guess. All
So,
right.
Madam Chair, if you wouldn't mind, I could just do I could do the initial contract teachers as presented in your packet as one recommendation. And then I could do the other one for the continuing contract people as mentioned in your packet.
Yep.
And then I can also do the non-tenured certified in a different motion if you want to do that, or
Yeah.
however you
But we
want.
need to do,
Sean's got to excuse himself.
we need to do Kirsten. He would like to be excused from Kirsten's, the vote for.
So he's
Kirsten.
going to, he's going to abstain in the initial contract list.
For just one.
Just
He's
one.
voting aye for all the others aren't abstaining. So
What you guys.
we could do all the continuing on the list and then do the one he can't vote on.
Good, yeah, you're right, just.
Would you like me to go down the list, Madam Chair? Okay, I would recommend Patricia Miller, Erica Peringer, Morgan Lipp, Sarah Keeler, Leah Morrill, Meredith Tolley, Peyton Watt, Rebecca Tacey, Nicholas Peterson, and Travis Thomas.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the list of names he just told us for initial and contracts. Is there any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carried. And then we'll do Mrs. Davidson.
Okay,
and he's
so
going
then I
to
would
abstain.
recommend to the board Kirsten Davidson as mentioned in your list, and then allow the rest to do their job.
Move to approve. Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the contract for Kirsten Davidson.
Madam Chair, I abstain from this vote.
Thank you, Mr. Crabtree. Is there any other discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carried. Okay, continuing contract.
So congratulations to that group. And then the next group I would recommend to the board are the continuing contract status, which is Bailey Whitney, Louise Parsons, Betsy Colgrove, and Tori Vanderpool Mobley.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to we're continuing contract status to those four individuals. Is there any discussion? Jason?
Chair, I don't know, would it be appropriate for us to kind of explain on Tory the 2 versus the 3, just for those out there?
I would love to do that if
Just-
you want.
Sure.
Just for
So-
clarification.
Go ahead.
Just for the record, in the packet, the first 3, Bailey, Louise, and Betsy, all have served their 3rd year within Weston 1. However, Tori, who had obtained continuing contract status in another district, which is in Wyoming, that is granted as far as the board's decision. The board has taken it upon their discretion to grant continuing contract status on her 2nd year because she had already obtained continuing contract status in the state of Wyoming in another district.
Right, and that is in statute as well. It's not.
It is, and I
our
can't refer
discretion,
to it.
But
21
it is in
2
statute that your tenure can travel with you in Wyoming, so. All right, any other discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carried. Non-tenured certified staff. Now, do we
I got
want
it. I got
to
it, Madam Chair.
excuse-
I'm going to give it a whirl.
Okay,
So I would recommend Sally Hoover, Nikki Bloom, Scott McGuire, Jolisa Wainscott, Candace Watt, and Hannah Heap.
Second.
it's been moved and seconded to approve that list of people for non-tenured certified staff contracts. Is there any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carried.
And then, Madam Chair, in respect to the abstention, I would recommend Crystal Benson to the board as well.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the non-tenured certified staff contract for Crystal Benson. Discussion, just to make sure, always make sure she knows.
I'll get that, baby.
I choose to abstain from the vote.
So we have one board member abstaining. Any other discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carried. Thank you all very much. Congratulations. We are grateful to have such wonderful people to recommend.
We are blessed. Thank you all.
Thank you.